is our destiny. Nuclear war, sad to say, is the destiny of Earth. We will have another nuclear war. Is this phone turned sideways? I tried to reset it. What is going on with this stupid thing? Anyway, orientation is locked. Not right. Holy smoke. All right, guys, I got to fix this. I almost want to restart this whole video. This is a major faux pas. All right, guys, we'll just do it this way. This stupid phone. Anyway, here's what's happening. Nuclear war, this happened before. 78 years ago, World War II ended in nuclear war when we dropped 2 bombs on Japan, Hiroshima and Nagasaki. That was a rather one-sided war, but nuclear war is likely to come again. And it's likely to come again because of the proliferation and the number of nations today that are seeking nuclear weapons. It's been with the U.S. and Russia, we have had nothing but a Russian roulette, to put it mildly, game running for decades now. Over the last 7 decades, we've had numerous. And that has been in a world in which there were just two players. Today we have more, and more are coming into the field. It's just a matter of time. But with all the tensions right now for World War III, and you could say World War III is already upon us, the chances are even sooner. The chances are that this thing is upon us. I don't like what the chat room's doing. I'm having issues here with this phone today. But anyway, so, yeah, I'm here in the desert here. Thank you, New Days. So, yeah, I'm going to get this wall tomorrow. If I bust it, it's going up. One way or another, this wall's going up tomorrow. But anyway, all that said, we'll talk about that later. So, guys, here's what's happening. The Japan has pretty much come out and said that, hey, we're going to have a nuclear weapon in 5 years. I mean, that's pretty much what they're saying. The reason for that is because they don't have the American nuclear umbrella anymore. They say our nuclear umbrella is frayed. They're not trusting our capabilities. The threat they see around them is greater with China and North Korea, and they believe the United States fickle. They see the United States as being fickle. So what is cooking with that, guys? The situation is that, and Japan is not the only country that's looking at going nuclear. So is South Korea. Japan could go nuclear pretty fast, and so could South Korea. It's been said that, because of all the nuclear power plants in Japan, it wouldn't take them long to have nuclear weapons. Saudi Arabia wants to go nuclear. Now, here's the history. Nations that go nuclear don't mess with. Typically, that's been the case. So, it changes as we get into this World War III deeper. It might get ugly. The only nuclear war has been on one side of nuclear war, and some of the Russian officials recently pointed that out. So say, well, if a nuclear power attacks a non-nuclear power with nuclear weapons, that doesn't necessarily mean the end of mankind. I already told you guys that. I relayed that article to y'all. So that is something that, you got to bear in mind how it could start. It could start like our war with Japan, with a nuclear power hitting a non-nuclear power. Or it could be between nuclear powers, because the tensions are really getting off the charts right now, and nations are getting more and more aggressive, especially as the memory of World War II fades. As the memory of what total war looks like, people are getting a little more itchy. And tyrants today see a weak West, a weak America, and they're getting hungry. They're wanting to do things that they didn't used to contemplate. So we've got a lot of factors that we're dealing with today that we've not had to deal with before in history. And pardon me for the way this phone's oriented. I'm having issues with it. It was set up to go landscape, and apparently it didn't want to do it today. So I tried to reset it when I was trying to set this video, but all right. Well, people are going to complain about that. But whatever. Let's move on. So, and we're going to talk about some, oh yeah, and breaking news. Our embassy in Baghdad got mortar shelled, according to one report, rockets, but apparently it was mortars, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. That's some breaking news. But let's get back to the nuclear war topic, and then we'll go through some of this other news stuff. So, Japan has basically come out and said that, they got a pretty clear view, according to Henry Kissinger. What Henry Kissinger said was this: the Japanese have a pretty clear view of where they're going. They're heading toward becoming a nuclear power in 5 years. Henry Kissinger said that in April of this year, before he passed away. And there's people in Japan that's actually calling to make that happen. So, this isn't just something that I made up out of nowhere. They may not have officially put that out there, but that's pretty much where they're heading, because like I said, they don't trust the American nuclear umbrella anymore. The same thing is happening in South Korea. The reason that we parked that nuclear submarine in South Korea and everybody was just crying about it, we've done that before. That's not new. But what's new is we did it when North Korea is nuclear, and North Korea whined and carried on about it and threatened war because we put a nuclear submarine there. We put that nuclear submarine there to try to assuage the fears of South Korea, to try to get them off track from going to develop a nuclear weapon on their own. South Korea is not mollified by this. South Korea is really still wanting to do a nuclear weapon. And South Korea has nuclear plants. So we've got three major countries that are in great tension right now that are considering nuclear weapons. I mean, if you look at history, what happened? Ukraine gave up their nukes. Look what happened to them. Libya gave up their nuclear program. Look what happened to Muammar Gaddafi. So the history of those who give up their nuclear aspirations don't look too well. Saddam Hussein was trying to develop a nuke, and the Israelis destroyed his facilities and took that away from him. Look what happened to Saddam Hussein. So if you want nukes and you don't get them, history says you cease to exist. So anybody who wants nukes is probably going to really push to get them now, because the United States has played a hand of that. The United States played a major hand in the demise of Muammar Gaddafi. What was Muammar Gaddafi's biggest crime? Standing up at the UN podium and telling it like it was or like it is. Yeah, Muammar Gaddafi put a lot of stuff out there that I have a hard time disagreeing with what he said when he was standing at the podium in the UN. And hey, he was quite a colorful character, anyway, guys, this is insane what's happening. Muammar Gaddafi learned, some lessons that he saw some things. Reagan kind of put him in a reality check. But moreover, mostly, when the United States attacked Afghanistan and Iraq simultaneously, that's when Muammar Gaddafi thought, well, maybe I need to give this program up. But look what it cost him. Cost him everything. And look where Libya is today. Well, we did this for the Libyan people, according to somebody who said we came and so, I don't want to use the words, but you know what HRK said. She was gloating over it and laughing about it. Really? What a monstrosity. In any event, guys, so the history is that if you are a powerful nation and you're in this kind of environment, you're going to want nukes. Nukes are going to proliferate. And we've already got Iran on the verge of getting a nuke, if they don't already have them. And Iran and Israel, being in the tensions they're having, we're already essentially okay, let me phrase this. We don't know this officially, but Iran does. Iran's at war with us. We're not at war with Iran. Iran's at war with us. We give them our money. We're paying them. Oh my gosh, guys. So, hey, Colonel Cole, see Colonel Cole's in the house. So, this is a situation destined for nuclear war. When you look at all the close calls we've had, what kept us actually engaging with the Russians was the flight time. It took 90 minutes for these nuclear warheads to cross over the poles and reach target. And so we had enough time in each instance to realize that we weren't actually being attacked when we thought we were. Same thing for Russia. They thought they were under attack many times and discovered, oh, we really are not. There were several close calls, and it ended that way. A lot of these other nations, like Pakistan and India, are right next to each other. Flight time is just a few minutes. Just a few minutes. So they have to have a hair trigger. Now, with the advent of hypersonic missiles to be launched from ships at sea nearby, again, now we are suddenly in a few minutes. Russia's wanting to test, or about to test, their Sarmat 2 largest ICBM. Actually, I think North Korea's ICBM is probably a little larger, but this Russian Sarmat 2, Satan 2, is arguably probably more capable. They're about to fly it over Antarctica from Russia in such a way that it would come at us from over the Gulf of Mexico instead of the North Pole. We wouldn't see it coming. We wouldn't know that we had a whole fuselage of nuclear weapons coming at us. We wouldn't detect them. All our detectors are aimed to the north, not to the south. Suddenly, boom, 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 boom. What happened? Talk about a surprise attack, a nuclear Pearl Harbor. That's what that weapon, along with these hypersonic cruise missiles, would enable Russia to have. You think China's not far behind? China's got their own rocket forces. They have an entire division of their military called the rocket forces, just like we have an Air Force, a Navy, an Army, a Marine Corps, Coast Guard. We have a Space Force now, but it's not the same. It's not a nuclear force per se like that. So, guys, this is where we are in increasing danger all the way around with Russia, with China, ourselves, with Iran, with North Korea, and all these other countries that are coming into the mix. Suddenly, there's a lot more fingers on the triggers. You're playing Russian roulette no longer with just a six-banger with one shell loaded. We're putting more shells in the chamber and spinning it. And there's more people with their fingers on the triggers, more countries. You see, if you just look at the odds and what's happened over the last few decades, it's destiny. How do you avoid it? It's coming. Hopefully it will be a regional war, a limited war. It could escalate, though. Right now, we have axes of powers. We've got Iran, Russia, and China, all North Korea, all lining up together. They're probably playing us right now, one country after another. This whole thing that occurred on October 7th in Israel with Hamas was on the birthday of Vladimir Putin, has been alleged to have been a birthday present from Iran to Vladimir Putin. And probably somewhere behind the strings, Xi Jinping is really pulling the strings himself. So you tell me, guys, what do y'all think about that? I'm going to check the chat room here in a little bit, guys. I just want to put the news out, and then I'll check what chat I can see. My phone is, I don't like what it's doing to me here. But all that aside, I'm out in here in the desert on my property in Snowflake, Arizona. Okay, guys? So I got limited resources of how I can pull stuff up and the things I can do from here. I'm just operating from my phone. So bear with me, and my phone may die on me because I'm having a hard time keeping it charged. It's got some charging issues and a few other issues. This phone is a piece of junk. But anyway, all that aside. But this is what's happening. It is really, really, really scary where we're at and where we're going as a society. This is why you need to prep. You seriously need to prep. You need to get ready. I mean, what I'm talking about is eventualities. It's a game of probability that could play out over decades if you just look at all the countries arming up. However, when you put it in the context of the tensions today, when you put it in the context of it looks like we're already really in World War III, although we don't want to admit it, that things could turn really ugly really fast. So that's what we're talking about, guys. So there's some interesting comments. I'm going to come to them a little bit, but just for the sake of the people who watch this video anymore, I'm going to finish these. I'm not going to go through a zillion different topics here, and we're not going to be on here all night. Tomorrow morning, I got a couple of helpers to go get, and we need to make some things happen here. But I may come back to this topic in a second, but to diverge, there is breaking news that the U.S. Embassy in Iraq, the big green zone, what was Saddam Hussein's presidential palace, huge area, is under attack. All right, Silvershire, I'm going to come back to you, because you need to be addressed. I'm tired of hearing all this crap about NASA. I'm going to come at you in a little bit. You just hold on to your horses, girl, guy, whoever you are. I'm sick of that crap. All right, I'm going to bash you in a little bit. You can unsubscribe if you want to. That's fine. But do not use curse words. You can say your own opinion. That's fine. I do allow freedom of speech in my channel, unlike many other channels. But don't say I won't come back at you. We're going to have a discussion. Don't ban her, folks, unless she cusses. This is a family channel. You keep things family oriented here. Don't allow cuss words. If somebody disagrees with me, that's fine. That's fine. But don't expect me to take it. I'm not Joe Biden. I don't sit around and let people beat the crap out of me or my country and just act like it's all fine, it's all okay. That's not me. It's not where I'm going. So I'm in here telling you guys where we're at in the world. If you can't accept that, you got your head in the sand. The world is arming up nuclearly, whether you agree with it or not. And if you can't buy that and you want to blame it all on NASA, you're in a fantasy world. I'm going to come back to that in a little bit. This is not the news. This is discussion. We're going to have to put that to the end, okay? I'll come back to it. So, U.S. Embassy has been under attack. I don't know if you can relate to that in your fantasy worlds, but there's been a mortar attack, and recently about all these attacks on U.S. troops in Syria, all the attacks on U.S. troops in Iraq. What did Kirby say? You know Kirby, who's the kind of the spokesperson for he's our White House National Security spokesperson, John Kirby. What did he say yesterday? He said the United States is not in an armed conflict. Okay, yeah, so we're not, but everybody else is with us, okay? So, that's John Kirby. That's John Kirby. So, of course, we had the USS Carney shoot down some missiles, some drones. The USS Mason Wednesday also shot down a drone and a missile fired by the Houthis. The Houthis have been firing apparently at us. Proxies for Iran have been firing at us. But we're not under attack. We're not in a conflict, Let's give some more money to Iran. I don't know, guys. So how do you come up with NASA being part of this? Good grief, what a fantasy. Wake up. Get real. Put your big boy pants on or big girl pants on, whoever you are, silver, whatever. Anyway, so I'll come back to that in a little bit. So, but, like I said, you need to be aware of this. The Kremlin, through, Dmitry Medvedev, he's been making a lot of warnings, and he's kind of like the kid crying wolf in a nuclear threat scenario. But bear in mind, he's the only other living former leader of Russia other than Putin. He was president of Russia, although he's kind of he's a Putin puppet probably more than anything. and Putin uses him to say all the bad dog stuff, while Putin may play good dog for some time, if there is such a thing as Putin being a good dog. Relative to Medvedev, yeah, that's why he needs Medvedev. He needs somebody to bark higher, louder, and look meaner. So he's using Medvedev for that. But he's come out with some fresh warnings. He is the deputy uh, head lead of the Kremlin's security council, guys. So Dmitry Medvedev, like I said, the Security Council of Russia, he's the deputy chair. The chair is Putin himself. So he's number two right behind Putin. So, he does carry weight. But he's saying that the Kremlin is warning right now that the threat of nuclear war is greater than it's been since the Cuban Missile Crisis. And, I have a hard time arguing with that. But that's just between Russia and NATO is what he's talking about. And, I don't need to go into that any further. You should know what I'm talking about there without having me to elaborate on that. But these are the kind of things that's happening. Oh, yeah, look at this also. All this stuff is expanded. You would think, well, we wouldn't want to be spreading ourselves too thin, that we need to be able to keep stuff in reserve in the event that maybe we get into it with China, with the stuff that's happened in the South China Sea, with the Philippines. And there's this Christmas convoy going on in which the Philippines are going to try to supply the ship, the Madre, what's the name of that thing? Sierra Madre, what is the name of that ship that's been grounded on the second Thomas Shoal that the Philippines plan to provision for Christmas with a special Christmas convoy, and we're going to provide security for that. And the Chinese probably aren't going to want no part of it. So that's just something to be thinking about. Be thinking about what's going on with Taiwan, because the Taiwanese have made some statements about how China is suddenly putting a lot more ships and vessels through their median line. How that they're suddenly getting them a lot more provocative, and then. There are fears that, Israel suddenly is warning us that Hamas sleeper cells, which some people have recently wrote, they don't exist, there's no sleeper cells, could launch Christmas attacks. Well, and throughout the Western world. They're not just talking about the United States. They're talking about throughout the Christian world, guys. So this is the case. And we've got the UN chief, who's Guterres, who's just invoked Article 99 of the UN Charter. And some people are saying that's a sign of nuclear, but he's really done that more over the Gaza situation, and it may be more of a ploy to force a ceasefire with Gaza. So we don't know where that's going. But these are things that have to be taken into account. So I hope that lady called me a liar is still in the chat room, because I'm going to talk to her in a little bit. So, in any event, these are things we've got to take into account. That the threat is high. Now, we've got to be ready. What is prepping? Prepping is insurance. You buy insurance in case you might have a wreck. Not because you know you're going to have a wreck. Because you might have a wreck. The probability is fairly high. That's when you buy auto insurance. You buy life insurance because you might pass away before you get everything paid off, and you got to be, your kids have got to be able to survive to a certain point. Once you get to be an old geezer like me, maybe it don't matter as much. My kids are grown. They're grown. They can take care of themselves. They're all established. They got their careers, their kids, their own kids. Except my youngest, she don't have her own kid, but she's traveling the world. She's in Africa right now, South Africa. So, she's a professional. She works, her own profession. She does really good at it. So, in any event, hey, geezer, says Mike. Haha. So, guys, the situation, if you're not paying attention to this, if you think it's not serious, then what are you doing? What are you doing? I'm not saying that we're going to be in a nuclear war tomorrow, the next day, But the probability with so many nations arming up, how do you not get one somewhere? I'm not saying it's going to wipe out mankind, but it could in civilizations we know. If we have a full-scale nuclear war, civilizations we know it would be kaput. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen, but America's is the king of the hill, and a lot of people would like to take America down. EMP attack could well do that. You don't even need a nuclear war to take America down. You don't even need an EMP attack. Sleeper cells can do it. I've explained that many times. And we are on the verge of war with Iran, probably because Iran's already at war with us. So what's going to keep this from happening? There are several people out there, several military, ex-military people out there saying, why are we not attacking Iran? They're really asking, why is it that we're taking all this? And they're saying we're not a superpower because we're not acting like one, things like that. So, and then you get Kirby saying, well, there's no conflict. Okay. All right. So that's what I'm bringing you guys. I'm bringing you guys the situation, the state of reality, and it's not pretty right now. This is why you prep. This is why you prepare, just in case. But you also need to wake up your friends and family, because it's not just mankind that may bring us down. The sun will get us. I mean, to us here in the United States, our end of the world is loss of our power grid. The United States, that's the end of the world. And that's true in many Western countries. Not in Russia, not in China. Oh, they got their stuff hardened. They're ready. But the United States, no. Now, is Russia and China ready for a full-scale nuclear war? More so than us. But is it going to be pretty for? It ain't going to be pretty for nobody on the world if this happens. Our civilization is fragile. And a lot of people don't realize just how fragile it is. I did a little piece about probably 4 years ago talking about why no one person on earth can make a number 2 pencil. From a story that was written back in the 50s that explained that. And it's far more true today than it was then. It was very true then. It's far more true. The complexity of the simplest things and products we have are far more than people would think. That's why the supply chain matters. When the supply chain unravels, we got problems, guys. And our supply chain is being highly challenged. All right, let's look at some comments here. Arnold Smith says, Ace is the place, Anton Grace, and those who are not here yet. Cha-Cha, Matterman, Scooby, and many others, fellow chatters. Yeah, well, people are not getting notifications. I've noticed my viewership on my views are going down. Well, going way down, and they're going down fast. So people aren't getting notifications. This video, we started a little bit earlier than that than I often do. So, you'd think we'd get a few more people in here than we sometimes do. For example, a lot of my super chatters apparently aren't in the room because we're not getting any super chats tonight. So, either that, they don't like what I'm saying. If you don't like what I'm saying, other than the lady who accused me of being a NASA liar, and I'm not NASA, by the way. I have worked as a NASA contractor for 20 years. I'm not presently working as a NASA contractor. I am working on satellite stuff, but it's most of the satellites. The satellite I'm working on right now belongs to the Swiss. It's a Swiss satellite, a Swiss science satellite. The previous one I worked on was a military satellite. Since January, I've been doing system safety and now failure modes and effects analysis on satellite avionics. So it's not the same. So let me go through the chat here and see. I'll start from the top from what I can see. Jamie hit him early. Well, I wasn't talking at first because I was trying to fix a stupid phone and trying to get it going in the landscape, and it didn't do it. So I wasted some of my time fussing about that, and I apologize to the people that are watching this in the morning. What's wrong here? So, everybody, great state of Tennessee. Okay, yeah, that's a great state. It's just 8 miles north of where I live in Huntsville. Did I accidentally take action on something? What the heck happened then? I'm just trying to thumb through the screen here, and sometimes it wants to do things to comments and people. All I'm doing is scrolling. This thing's got a sense of 101. We got 230 in here now. That's pretty good. Hey, we got a super chat. Michelle, Satellite Michelle, thank you. We did get a super chat. So we got at least one of our super chatters in the house. She says, I'm here, always here to support you. Thank you, Michelle Young. You are awesome. You are fantastic. We appreciate you. All right, let's see what some of these comments are here. Uh, Judy Dow, sideways is cool. Or am I looking through a door, or am I actually sideways? How am I oriented right now? I don't know, guys. What's my orientation? I think I'm straight up and down with looking through an open door. Roll Tide, absolutely North Alabama hiking. The tide is running now. All right, so we are here to be kind and try to learn something. Yeah, I do teach in here, try to teach kindness and love. You know, love in the world. That's one of the big problems. If we could shed ourselves of all, what's the real hope? Get rid of all these stinking governments that want to fight each other, stir us up against each other, governments and other organizations. That's the real hope. You know, that's why I did that little video, Rage to Love, guys. It was a call to do stuff, as people, individuals. Silver Shire, NASA liar. You calling me a liar? What are you doing? Why are you saying this, Silver Shire? You got anything else to say? Base it on something. Back it up. Come in here and say something besides blah, 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 blah. That's easy. That's cheap shots. I'm NASA liar. That's a cheap shot. For one, I ain't NASA. I've never been NASA. I've never been a NASA employee. I've been a NASA contractor. Oh, someone's copied your name. Ah, okay. Okay. Drops. Thank you. All right. Now, wait. We got a Silver Shire since someone's copied my name. And let's see. Let's go back and look. That's a troll. Okay. Okay. Yeah. The symbol's different. Okay. Good. Good. Thank you for that, Silver Shire. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Got it. Got it. Got it. Well, thank you for telling us that. So we got a troll in the house. Somebody just coming here throwing out cheap shots. Yeah, okay, troll. Where are you from? What's motivating you, troll? Why are you trolling us? Why are you trolling us? Ban the fake one forever. There you go. Hide the troll. But I hope they listen. I hope they stay in there with ears on. Somebody can do that. But don't get the real Silver Shire. So we got a subscriber, a fan who's been copied. I've had someone copy me a couple times, and Canadian Prepper, they do it to him all the time, and then they're always trying to get people to get in some scam or something. It's not Canadian Prepper, not Nate. All right, so let me go back through the chats here. We'll come back to the NASA stuff later, but that's a troll. So there's no point in giving them too much airtime. I got Jess in here from Northeast Arizona. Well, that's two of us right now. I think I saw Keith in Arizona in here. So he's close by. He's closer to you, I think. Whoa, whoa, stop that, stop that. What's this thing trying to do? Daniel, why don't people talk against war? I do, Daniel. You got to watch some you got to watch some of my videos. I talk against war, but I've got to tell you that war may come to us anyway. That's scary times. Lockerbie Scott and Pan Am 103. Yeah, Gaddafi was involved in some nasty stuff, but he tried to turn a leaf. It didn't do him no good. No one, HRC got involved in it. But Gaddafi did get up on the podium UN and kind of spilled some beans. I was like, okay, this guy's talking some truth now. Yeah, that was probably what got him in trouble more than anything. That and the fact he wanted to set up the dinar as a currency for Africa based on gold. Oh, they didn't like that. So Anton thought it took 45 minutes from time to launch to impact. Okay, yeah, yeah, that's true. It's 45. I'm thinking 90. That's the orbit would go all the way around the world. Yeah, it's about 45 minutes, but still a fair bit of time. You're right. The from Russia to the United States, the suborbital. Oh yeah, somebody I saw an article says Iran orbited a capsule with with live specimens or a life specimen capable of capsule. They didn't orbit it. It went up to 80 miles. So people forget what orbit is. Orbit's going all the way around Earth. It's going around and around. Let's see, around and around, not up and down like a ballistic missile. There's a big difference. Some people don't know, but yet they'll write an article. That's why you can't trust everything you read in articles, guys. You got to be able to discern things. All right, but thank you for correcting me on that. Yeah, it's 45 minutes. It's 40. Okay. Sometimes, okay, I get a little bit off on a tangent there. Every time we meet here, it could be our last, says Zinjamin. We have to cherish the family we have. Amen, amen. And that's something I do tell you guys. You need to tell the ones you love them. Give them a hug, especially the kids. And we don't need to scare the kids and tell them they don't have a future, even though I'm saying that there'll be a nuclear war sometime, just given the probability of things. It doesn't necessarily mean the end of the world. It doesn't mean our kids shouldn't aspire. We've got to work on it. I got to do some videos on that. And we're having some severe problems with our education system right now. And Colonel Cole has been pointing a lot of stuff out to me. I got to do a video on that in the not too distant future because that is vital. Marvin Martian, dude, if I fill my hat with sand, it will protect me from radiation. You better have a lot of hats and put them over your head and around you. Sandbags. If you get enough feet of them, you might be okay. 6 feet will protect you from anything, including the secondaries from cosmic ray radiation if you happen to be up in space, but you don't need that much for nuclear radiation. 2 or 3 feet will do. 2 or 3 feet of sand all the way around you. Or dig underground, better yet. George Coggins, a Keith in Arizona, getting there. I have no tolerance for smoking, but a insane constitution for edibles. Okay. You are unfortunately not blaming our own country and those on the dole responsible. It's yourself. And this is the Silver Shower. Well, now this time it had a different logo. It looked like the regular Silver Shower logo. Let's see, I'm blaming yourself. And NASA is a liar. Your destiny is a dentist. Oh my God. Okay, this is somebody that may be a Middle Eastern or somebody who's not happy with the United States. You're not blaming your own country. Oh, I have blamed forces in this country for a lot of things. You're just not paying attention. I tell you guys this all the time. All the powers play us against each other. Trust none of them. How many times have I told you guys that? So somebody comes in here out of the blue, makes an assumption, and they know all about my channel. They've probably never watched any videos on here before. And they get in the chat room, all knowing, and say blah, 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 blah. That's a troll. Okay, whatever. Lee mentioned that about the embassy. Okay. Cali Prepper, a lot of trolls and that. So how many other trolls we got here? Please pray for humanity. Good idea, Susan. Explains without, yeah, we don't need a lot of fancy math today. Come on, Gandalf, bring in. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Cowboy Will Rogers. Yeah, he said a lot of good stuff. Wise Owl. Amen. Houseboat is from South Carolina. Well, what's that about? Houseboat is from South Carolina. What are we talking about there? Gabby, don't let him get to you. Yeah. We just don't want to delete the wrong one. But now, some of the first comments, though, look like the logo from the regular Silver Shire. So I don't know what all that's about. But then we had a different logo in Silver Shire saying that wasn't, there's a different Silver Shire. Nothing changed in ancient times. Everybody had pyramid earthquake machines pointed at each other. Hey, whatever the case is, guys, people are people. We've always been people. And the only difference between us and folks way back is the technology we got. That's it. It's all this houseboat from South Carolina stuff about. Got Martin's buddy is acting squirrely this week. Oh, we're talking about Article 99? I think the Article 99 is probably just a ploy to try to get Israel to do a ceasefire. But this, evoking Article 99, I don't know if it's ever been done before. Okay, what's going on here? Says Fast, what's going on with Keith? You seem to be picking on Keith tonight. What's going on with that? Seven mortars. Yeah, there's been various articles claiming different things about that. Count-wise, I've seen 5, 7, rockets, mortars. That story seems like it's still in formation. Oh, Anton, you got your skirt on again. So we got Anton Smith, and we get Anton wears a skirt in here sometimes. Oh, Lord. Channel Sorrow, thank you. Stroke Credit. Why didn't you call? Oh, okay. Yeah, they're just having some issues. Scan family. I don't understand why people find it necessary to come on a channel and talk negatively. I don't know. Afraid for Finland? Yeah, might be a good reason. Now, the Finns are tough, though. I'm going to tell you something. Russia takes on Finland, they might be biting off more than they can chew. Finland was quite a powerhouse once upon a time. That's right, Sassafras. Coming here and causing problems doesn't make you a real American. It makes you weak. Thank you. God gave people 2 ears and 1 mouth. That's right, Grace. But you know what? People know how to use them ears. They just use the mouth. Yeah, it was a pagan holiday first, Ace Lee. But still, it's seen by many as being a Christian holiday, and so it might prompt attacks. Anton needs a hug. Somebody go hug Anton, would you please? All right, let's see here. Dry ice, zinc, and iron copper roofs, piezoelectric static from wind instruments. It's the new movie Julia Roberts gives insight on what may happen in New York City. I hadn't seen that. What's the new movie? I heard she had a new movie. Yeah, that's right, Sassfast. I almost lost my job because I didn't take a jab. Lee ban you, Anton? General Sorrow, yeah. He's banned a lot of people. Hey, did you say they aren't allowed Democrats to vote for anyone? Uh-oh. Really, Sassafras? I don't know. Is that the case? Sassafras, what are you picking on Keith in Arizona for? What's going on with y'all? Dang, bunch of them. Anton, you got notified. That's good. I get a lot of people tell me they don't get notifications. Whoops. Stop it. I'm trying to take actions. Now I gotta try to touch somewhere else. We won't do that. Greg, I wish you well, and anybody watching, thank you, Mike. I think Anton just likes to have some fun. Greg always says if you disagree, let him know what it is and he'll explain it. That's right. Just coming in and hurling insults don't accomplish anything. You got an issue, put it out there, state it, be succinct, state exactly what it is, not just some general platitudes. Platitudes are for platypuses. I look fine now. Okay, Judy, good to hear that. More gas money, says Drops. Thank you, Drops. Appreciate that. Salute to you, Drops. Sorry, Drops. You put that in there when I was busy. Drops, thank you. Trying to catch these messages. Don Burge. Lots of conversations being blocked last couple of days. I don't know what that is, Don. There's some odd things going on this platform. I'm going to tell you that, guys. Wish someone would pretend to be me and fill my bank account. That's funny. That's a funny one. My heaters don't, but the one with blocks gets extremely hot, dangerous. Dale, there's so many people mad these days that have no money. North Alabama hiking. Gregory, you back in Arizona? Yes. Just Arizona. I'm in Avondale. Okay, I'm up here in the Snowflake area. Don't know, Zen. I got walls put up and a roof to put on. And we're really challenged to get things done by winter here, so we're really pushing it. We got some issues. Is your Alabama address on your Green Greg's Worm page? Yes, that's true. Sassafras, it's on my Green Greg's page. That's my Alabama address. And I'll be back there in a couple of weeks. I hope to be back Christmas or right after Christmas. Arnold Smith, poll time. All those are happy that Greg made it safely to Arizona. Press 1. Thank you. Kids don't respect him. Okay, Anton. I'm probably way behind in the chat messages. They're slowly trying to read everything. Days. Hi, everyone. Was listening away from my desk back at my computer again. I was wondering where you were at. Appreciate that, New Days. You may be right, Jeremy Goodblood. This character may be pulling something on us. Because I saw the originally had the same logo, and then it changed. Live your life. $10. Stay warm and hope you get your place done soon. Merry Christmas. Well, thank you, Live Your Life. Salute to you. Thank you. You and Drops and Michelle Young. Christopher Napier. $2. Have a coffee. Thank you. That is the price that I buy coffees at around here usually. Very good when I go to these coffee shops and places. And you know what? I do drink coffee. It's how I stay operating. I run on coffee. Uh-oh, Judy. Sorry I'm so quiet, just tired up. You're okay, Judy. Are you fine? Stephers J. Who do I have to kick? Oh, she's ready to kick somebody. All right. Well, you're a mod. You're a mod, Steph. North Russia, Cuba, and China are highly involved from Mexico. So, oh, man, that's a whole other topic I should have talked about. Oh my gosh, I should have mentioned this earlier. There's a whole other topic. Maybe I should do a whole other video tomorrow on this. Guys, get this. The Biden administration is sending people from the Department of Homeland Insecurity. Homeland Security. No, I think I got it right the first time. Homeland Insecurity to Mexico and to the areas in Mexico where most of the immigrants, the illegals, come from, to start advanced pre-processing them to get them in the United States. So despite of all this talk about sleeper cells, all these military-age Chinese coming across, all these questions, even Christopher Wray admitting the risk we got coming across the border, in spite of all that, he wants to expedite and make it go quicker and easier for people trying to come into this country. Guys, do y'all think, if you think that is good, put a 1 in the chat room. No, we already had that one. Put a 3 in the chat room. If you think Biden is on track, put a 3 in the chat room. If you think that is just awful, put a 4 in the chat room. I'd like to know what you guys think about that. That is just nuts to me. I mean, the Democrats, some of them in the Senate were fighting and fussing because of the attempt to put Homeland Security, real true Homeland Security, border security, into this bill for funding Israel and Ukraine. The first job of the government is national defense, and that starts with border defense of any government. A government that will not defend its borders is illegitimate. They should just disband and go home. That's what I've said before in here. I'm still there. So what do you guys think about that? I'm saying they're illegitimate. But, they're not going to disband like that. Hey, let's see here. What do y'all guys think about? I'm going to scroll back down to the bottom and see what people are thinking. Oh, yeah, people are with me there. I'm getting a bunch of 4s. 4 before. Lots of 4s. 9 males to 1 female is all good. We're good. Oh, Steve. Scooby Snacks is in the house. Good to see you, Scooby. Our good buddy Arnold Smith was asking about you. He was wondering where you were at. We didn't see you in our last chat. So Arnold, Scooby's here. Big Worm, God save the Queen. Oh, Lord. God save the Queen. Well, we don't have a queen over there anymore. Progress on the cabin. Well, the walls will be going up tomorrow. How you doing, Billy? Billy the kid. All right, so we got a lot of 4s. Good to see you, Scooby. So we got 232 in the house. Nils Beck, hello. Granny, you're missing what? I just met. You're missing super chats. Oh, am I? All right, all right. What have I missed here? Yeah, some of them didn't show up at the top. That's the $2 one I just got. So, yeah, it's hard stuff. Usually I get a bold thing when one pops up, but I got the phone oriented different and things are coming up differently too. So my apologies if I missed you. I got crickets in the room. Space Girl. Hey, Space Girl, you're in a good place. I'm a space guy. That don't mean I'm NASA. Not receiving notices for 2 weeks, says Bonnie. Wow. Make sure you subscribe and bang the notification bell. But yeah, that's what I've been telling you guys. You need to, people, please do two things. Share my videos and come in here and check my channel from time to time and just see what I got posted. That's what I've had to do on some, for a while I wasn't getting anything from, what's that guy? I'm getting brain locked now. China Uncensored is one of the channels I like. And Chris Chappell. He's got two China channels, an American channel. And I used to have to go in and type his name in and type his channel name in just for it to pop up because he was heavily shadow banned. I had a hard time. He's like something I watched every day, and I had a very hard time finding it on YouTube because YouTube will shadow ban stuff. And it looks like they're doing it to me right now. So I'm scrolling back up in the bottom. It was Ski Walker. Well, that's a lot of symbols, Ski Walker. The greatest key to the mysteries of the ancients and the universe. What is that, Ski Walker? So, all right, drops. Yeah, nobody's come in here and gave me any examples for where I'm lying, but they'll come in here. Oh, you're a liar. Really? Christopher, I think I saw that. Yeah, Christopher Naper. Have a coffee on me. Thank you for, sounds a good show. I appreciate that. Oh, we got somebody whose name is Chatbot. Oh my God. Chatbot Justin 2.0. He said he didn't condone the culling majority of humanity. Well, I got to agree with that. So Chatbot 2.0, are you really a chatbot? I mean, that's kind of a loaded moniker to join a chat session with a name called Chatbot. That'll get you hit by my mods right off the bat. Ace Lee said, did anyone watch the guy who called out NASA's smartest? His channel is smarter every day. He told to simplify. Yeah, Drops gave me some gas money. I saw that one. I'll make sure I didn't miss a chat. Michelle Young, I'm here. All right. Stray Kitten. All right, let me get back to the bottom again because I know I'm missing stuff. Why are you crying, Anton? I haven't seen a troll yet, so I think the mods are doing great. Tracy, some people on here see chat before other people do. And I think it has to do with the kind of server you're on, the speed of the server. My servers must be slow because a lot of times The first, when a message, very first, if I'm down looking at where messages very first appear, the first thing I see is somebody was timed out or something's retracted. The mods are dispatching people before I ever see the messages. I mean, I don't even see them. I mean, it's slower on my end. I don't see them. Anton wants a girly boy today. Uh-oh. Anton, so what trouble you're getting into? Uh-oh, Anton. You got New Days on your case. The greater cathedrals are painted in this pattern. Oh, Skywalker is talking interesting stuff. I don't know. Choose heretics, choose carnation, revolution. Carnation, what? Homepage is a mess lately. But if you preserve and scroll down, you never know what you might find, like a box of chocolates. Oh, you found me through my homepage? Through my YouTube homepage or my website, greengregs.com. Like a box of chocolates. That's funny. Oh, Anton, what are you talking about? A girly boy would be, yeah, well, you'd be legal. It'd have to be 18 plus. What? You guys are getting, hey, you in New Days, behave yourselves. Lord, guys, don't go over to, we got to keep it family oriented here, folks. Missing cowboy, cowgirl. Yeah, I don't know where cowgirl's at. Man, David Devine ain't been in my chat room forever. Rex pops in from time to time. I don't agree with much of what happens in the Middle East, with the exception of what they do on rooftops. What do they do on rooftops? Cindy stop, Anton. Yeah, y'all behave yourselves. I seen that, Jordana. I knew what was going to happen. I don't know, Tracy, what that is. Oh, Lord, Anton. Lookner, that's Lee's buddy. Oh well. All right, folks. So, yeah, the main news that I wanted to bring out to you guys was, I did want to talk about this mortar shelling. I want to talk about how Kirby was saying, there's no conflict, which is ludicrous. I want to talk to you about, really and truly, and I probably should lead in a video on this and really bring this out from the beginning in the video. But from the standpoint of China and Sun Tzu, China is at war with us. It's an economic war, and it could get bigger. But they're following the Sun Tzu principles. So we Americans just have a hard time waking up to that. Iran is at war with us. They're doing it through proxies, but they're doing it pretty heavily. So we're already, whether you like it or not, we're already in a war. Jason Buckland, what we did was empty the jails in World War II. Silver Shire. The real Silver Shire is an honest American and a prior MMA fighter. Love you all. All right, Silver Shire. So I guess you're not the one that was hidden by the sassafras. Oh, okay, New Days. Yeah, they don't have a lot of tolerance over in that section of the world. So that really makes it surprising to me that the people of that community favor those people in that section. It's like they really don't know who they're promoting, which I find to be very, very interesting. Stray Kent, sorry, Wise, I was attempting a joke, but sorry, dumb. Oh, okay. Yeah, we get people here joking. That's okay. Be right back. Okay, Arnold. Trace exactly, and they would have no problem turning those. Yep, that's true. Oh, yeah, I did a video on that. I did a video on that topic that New Days is put up here. I thought it would get me banned on the channel. It's a very popular video, too. Oh, yeah, I did a video on that. Yes. And for those that think I'm towing the government line, you haven't been watching my videos. I don't toe the government line. And if it took shutting down NASA to get rid of our government, I'd go for it. So, when was it long ago? Oh, that video, I think it was last spring or last summer, maybe. Stay on Instagram. I don't know anything about that, Anton. I don't even know who you're talking about. More? What more? Nobody is coming to save us here. Nobody will bring us food. You got that right, Zen. We got to take care of ourselves. Okay, that video's back in my channel somewhere. I did some videos on that topic. I think it was back in the summer. You just have to go back and look through some older videos. Maybe if New Days can find it, she might post it in the chat here. She's really good about that kind of stuff, but it's way back there. I don't know if she'll find it or not. Greg, do you remember the name of the vid survey 29? Not a fan. I did cover that survey. And I think it might have been, military is probably in the title. If you search my videos with military, you might find it. Best you can do is prep and use common sense. Amen, drops. Big one. We got my first electric stove oven this week. Oh, wow. It's a wood stove. I was trying to joke that you want to be a dating channel. Oh, no. No, this is not a dating channel. This is not a dating channel, folks. Oh, yeah, that reminds me. There was somebody came in my chat room, and I never saw the message. This is one of those that get dispatched before I saw it by one of my mods here, by one of my loyal mods. There has been an individual by the name of Molly Colley. If y'all see her, hide her, ban her. She put some comment in a chat that I don't approve of. Had to do with an invitation to watch a video or being on a video that's more mature than the content of this channel permits. Let's just put it that way. So if y'all see this individual, get rid of them. Somehow they were hidden but got unhidden. This person needs to be bye-bye. And time, we're not into that. Not here. Diesel air heater. I got a little fan or something running this thing. I'd leave the power on to keep my phone powered, but I maybe run the battery now because there's a little fan running in the background. Let me make sure this thing is still cranked. I need to just crank it up a little bit. Hope that ain't too much. Hope that's not too much racket for you guys, but I got to run this engine some. Anton, keep it decent now. Come on. The electric stoves are squirrely. Yeah, they are. That's the truth. Keep it. Thank you, Drops. We don't talk about stuff like that here. We're not a channel for such adult content. I can't even boil water on my new stoves. Oh, Lord, my husband will be happy about that, says Wise. Okay, what is that? Thank you, Drops, for that. Yeah, keep it clean, guys. This is a family channel. Now, we are a family here. So just keep that in mind. We're family here. Everybody in here pretty much is friends. So somebody just come in just off the cuff, you're a liar. Like, come on now. Where do you bring that from? Back it up. Give me a case. Point it out. Don't just platitudes, hip shots. That's cheap. Anybody can do that. That's troll territory. Hexafoost, Greg, one of your video clips popped up on a Cartoon Network. Oh yeah, Joe Pera. Yeah, I know that. They actually said they wanted to run too. Yeah, I gave them permission to do that. So, Joe Pera. Yeah, so I'm on a cartoon clip. Joe Pera. That's yeah. They asked me for permission to do that, and I watched the show, some of his shows, and he's kind of it's kind of deadpan humor. So I think it's pretty cool. It's freaked you out. Actually, it brought me a lot of subscribers. So it worked out pretty good for me. People saw my worm videos, and so that worked out pretty good. Of course, they probably wouldn't do that now since I wade into other topics. That probably wouldn't happen again. You might see me on the Weather Channel on a Strange Earth program. Yeah, I'm on TV in some places, but yeah, I'm in a cartoon. Let's see, how's that song go? Come on TV, you're grinning, wearing pistols and a hat. It's a kiddie show, and I'm the hero of the younger set. Yeah, I'm a number one attraction in every supermarket parking lot. I'm the king of Kansas City. Oh no, it's right. Got a letter just this morning. It was postmarked on the hall. It was typed in major written. Yeah, it's a Kansas City Star. That's what I are. You ought to see my car. Anyway, y'all probably heard the song Kansas City Star. I started off wrong. All right, guys, but no, actually that's an adult cartoon, but it's for adults, but it's not adult dirty. He's pretty decent. It's real decent, so I can't complain. Oh, what Zen say that's sad? Zen, my nephew loves this channel. He is 12. He is scared of the draft. It says he'll be lucky to make it to 20. Oh, see, that's a problem when the kids are discouraged. We got to lay it at the foot of our government, really. They have run this nation in so many ways. But when you take the hope from the kids, that's one of the most insidious things you can do. So we got to work that around. Add it to the list. Add what to the list, Cindy? Yeah, that is sad. Is it clip on YouTube anywhere? Actually, I think it is. I think the Joe Pera stuff is on YouTube now. What isn't on YouTube, or I've not been able to find, is the Strange Earth. There were several episodes of Strange Earth that I was in, but I don't have cable TV, so I've never seen them. I actually got Rex Bear involved in that. I told him, I got an invite to go out there. I said, hey, you need to pull Rex into this. And they put me and Rex and another guy on a 3-person team. The other guy, it was an Air Force fighter pilot and comedian. So that's kind of a funny situation. This guy would fly nukes around, but then he turned out to be, and he was quite a comedian. He actually had a real big sense of humor. So it was just really odd. He was quite a comedian, really funny, actually. So, are you back in Arizona? Yes, I'm in Arizona right now. Choosy heretics choose. Carnation. What do you mean, carnation revelation? New York Times overlooked the first books. Yeah, I drove 2 days to get here. It's a two-way drive, 2-day drive either way. I can do a Biden parody. I get up on the stage and act like I don't know where I'm at. Fall off the stage. That's pretty good. Y'all seen my Clinton parody? Yeah, that's kind of edgy even for my channel. But anyway, it involves a cigar. Let's see here. I am John Baxter, base my heart. Kids are losing hope. Amen. Civil War poll 28. That's not the video. I don't think it is. No, that's not the video. That's not the video we're talking about. That's just a video and poll about Civil War. Oh, yeah. I don't know if the word poll's in it. One of the good ways to find videos on my channel, that was not a live session. It was a video uploaded. I think it was in the summer. It might have been in the spring. But it might have even been earlier. But if you go under videos where you get that little hourglass symbol, you can type in different topics and search them. And you can find some interesting videos. Gosh, I got, how many videos I got on this channel? Quite a bit. Quite a number. My loss, God's gain. Yeah, okay, 29 Palms. Yeah, that was the survey. That's probably not in the name of it. That was the survey. Yeah, it was the 29 Palms survey. You're right. Heading to bed. Well, thanks for joining us, Judy. Yeah, we've kind of went through the news part, and we're just chitter-chatting here. We still got 236, 234 in the room. Be careful. I heard from a friend, lots of people crossing there. Not up here. Not up here. That's all down in southern Arizona. Up here, it's a tight-knit community. You just don't ask Jesse Mills. Or Keith in Arizona, or anybody that's up in this area. This is a tight-knit community. You don't get a lot of stuff coming through up here. There's more illegal aliens in Huntsville, Alabama by a long shot than there are around here. Or probably about any city in the United States. This is a small community and not a lot of people, and it's pretty tight. So Trump, Taylor Swift, and Biden and a little boy were on a plane that was going to crash. There was only 3 parachutes left. Swift said, "I'm a world-famous music icon. I get the first one and jumps." Uh-oh. Wow, Silver Shire said something I agree with. Silver and gold are going to be incredibly valuable. Yeah, it looks like that's happening. Biden says, "I'm the greatest POTUS ever, so I'll take the second one," and jumps. I can imagine he grabs something other than a parachute. Is that right? Drops. Scooby snacks. And I'm a female, but I wear dresses more often. Uh-oh. Hey, Scooby snacks. So what did Anton say? Prompted that one. Trump looks at the little boy and says, "I've lived my life and I want yours to be meaning. So take the last one and make me proud." There you go. That's a good way to do it. Made me proud. Other boy said, Biden grabbed my book bag. So there you go. I figured that was coming. So there are two left. That's good. That's perfect. My eldest son was, by cops. They said he hung himself while standing in a chair. Oh, Lord. I am sorry, John Baxter, to hear that. That is sad. So, guys, kids, our youth, they don't see a future. So a lot of them have turned to gangs, turned to drugs. Some are committing suicide. They don't aspire to study and to make something out of themselves if they don't see a future. We're losing a generation. And without our kids, we don't have anything. So, and I should do this as a dedicated topic. There's some things I need to talk about on here that I just need to start talking. Maybe be a video upload. It's hard to kind of, I just don't have the same computer resources out here right now. Maybe I got a Starlink that's not been set up. I got to set up power to it. I got to set up where to put the router, a lot of stuff like that until I get my building built. It's kind of hard to see how to do that. If I can figure it out, I might anyway. But we've got to do something for the kids. We've got to start encouraging them. We got to start putting some hope in them. I know Granny has adopted a lot of kids. She's the one that cares for kids. She's adopted a number of kids. So, yeah, John, we need to pray for John, guys. But, this is something that's the hardest thing. Losing a kid is the hardest thing. But, before he lost the kid was probably already lost because they had no hope. That's something that's happened. That's why a lot of kids turn to crime and do things they shouldn't do. And, we got schools that are just riots right now. The kids are fighting, or they're out of control. And a lot of that belongs on the shoes, and a lot of that is due to the administrations in the schools, and a lot of issues with that. The government brought a lot of that on. We've got some serious things to work, guys, but we've really got to work around with the kids. We prep in case. We prep like we buy insurance, but that don't mean that we give up. As long as there's hope, you strive for it. As long as there's hope, you strive for it. Now, what I just said in this video is kind of a scary video, title-wise, because it says we're going to have a nuclear war. I think there will be a nuclear war eventually. But it may be a region. I'm not saying how it will be. It may be a regional war. It may be between two of the countries. Let's hope it's not a full-scale nuclear war. But just with so many countries, so many players. But the problem is today, with all the tension with China and Russia and North Korea, the chance that we could get into it is really high. It's unacceptably high. But that don't mean we give up. That doesn't mean that we discourage our kids. Well, they need to be encouraged because they want a future. Who doesn't want a future? If you suddenly decide you don't have a future, you're going to give up. And when you give up, that's the saddest thing in the world. Granny says, I love my kiddos, my babies. Amen. Live your life nice, okay? Homeschool kids. Yeah, that helps a lot. Homeschooling is better. If one can't homeschool, then please do. Yeah, because the system is really putting crap in kids' heads. So we need to build a good foundation for our kids. But they got to have hope. They've got to have hope. I said, let's see. It's so sad that kiddos have lost. Yeah. Young ones today are not mentally healthy anymore. Well, look at the stuff that gets dished at them. Look at the stuff that gets dished at them. It's tough. We need to work on that. We that know better. We that know how. We that can Seriously, guys, we got to save our world if we can. Save our society as much as is possible. And Anton, I agree with that. It's got to get out of our schools. I mean, why we got people making decisions about who they're going to be when they're little bitty kids and they haven't even reached the point where hormones turn on or inform them of anything. They're making life-sweeping decisions that alter them from being who their genetic destiny has set them up to be. What you're doing is you're really destroying these kids. It's awful. It's mutilation. I got to be careful to say here. I get in huge trouble on this channel, on this platform. You know where I'm coming from. Hey, Alaska Soul, how you doing? Mr. E, original definition of climate is a situation, feeling of a particular time. Oh, Lord, Anton. My son and his wife homeschool their kids. Yeah, there you go. Alrighty, folks. I'm trying to read these chats. I got to figure out what's going on this phone here. I don't even know how much charge I got, but it's probably about to go dead. I've been on here so long. Although I am running the engine to try to keep it cranked up here. It's not genetic, this is social conformity. Yeah. I don't have the genetic destiny to do crazy. Social conformity, and then just the feeling hope problem. That's the most insidious thing. Community at this town, we teach kids a lot. That's good. That's something we can do here, guys. That's why sometimes I do videos talking down communism and things like that, because they hear the other side so much. And I've had them get mad at me about some of the things I put on there. I think some young ones just really attack me. So, well, okay. I mean, but I hope more have heard me than what attacked me. Greg, you sleeping in your van? Yes. I'll sleep in this. I got 2 vans here right now. I left this one here, and I went to Alabama and got my red van and drove it back. And I flew to Alabama my last time out back. And I did it for about the price of gas of driving this thing, but I went ahead and buy a bunch of stuff to make it, because I had left a lot of my key things in this van that I use on a daily basis back home. But it cost me about $400 to drive this big van across the United States. The other one run me about $250, or about 5/8 the cost, or about 62 to 63% of the cost to operate the red van. Plus, it'd be cheaper to run around out here. And so I'm saving some money. We're bringing that out here. So it's going to turn out for the best. So that's actually going to be the good deal of me flying home, is I was able to get a cheaper van to drive, and I can stay in this one while I'm here. Now, I did not stay in that one. On the night before last. I stayed in this van last night. But night before last, I did not stay in a red van because I had some wood in the back, and because I needed a sleeping blanket, and I figured to buy another one would have cost me as much as a hotel room. But now that I got the one back here, I could fix that red van up maybe on the way back to sleep in, at least one night. It's not a good van for sleeping. It's not have as much room as this one, but it would do for a night. I mean, there are people living in smaller vans. Guys, it's late. I got to get up early in the morning because we got walls to raise, and I got to go get some folks I got to go get a couple of guys tomorrow morning. I need more help than what I got. It is what it is. So I got to go. And young man mentioned the phones using fingerprint scanners. I don't know, man. Got a lot of stuff. I got persecuted for wanting to teach my kids the Lord's way. Oh, Lord, John. Everybody pray for John tonight, please. We're not going to pray right now. Mother Nature's screaming at me, and I got to get in bed. Marcia! Oh, Marcia, thank you so much for the super chat. A big salute to Marcia. Thank you. But, folks, remember this. I do preach love is the answer. Sam 3's not here tonight. He always comes in and says love's the answer, and it really is. The problem in our world is too much hatred. And there is all this emphasis to try to still hope from people. We got to work on that. That's one of the reasons I did that video, Rage to Love. It sounded kind of crazy, but it was a message I was trying to get across, guys. We're being played. They play us against each other. So we got to learn to get around that. So it's got a funny attitude. I'm idling it too long. So anyway, check my stats on this thing. Turn the lights on. Here. See out there. Y'all see that? Could y'all see that? Turn the headlights on. I guess you. I don't know if y'all can see it. There you go. Now I'm kind of looking at the screen. Yeah, sorry, I showed y'all the light I got in my visor. I meant to show y'all what I don't see in my headlights. All right, turn them off. Alrighty, folks. Gotta run. You gotta confess your sins. Well, do it to God. Do it to Jesus. Anyway, folks, yeah, we're not your Catholic priest here, and I think that you don't need a middleman to talk to Jesus. That's my opinion, but some of you may think otherwise. But that's not where I'm at. So, folks, just remember, as light dispels darkness, love dispels hate. Go out and shine your love light to the world. Thank you, everybody, I want to thank you, super chatters. There's the camera. Thank you, super chatters. Thank you, mods. You've been busy tonight, mods. Hey, thank you, everyone. Oh, we got another super chat drops. Thank you. Cup of cheap coffee. Yeah, I'll definitely get a $2 cup of coffee. Actually, I got a place where I can get refills for really good coffee at $2. It's Purgatory here in town. Yowks. And they didn't even charge. The last one I went by there and got from them tonight, they just gave it to me. They said it's on the house. So I love that. So the Purgatory is a coffee shop I work from in the daytime here. Been doing it. It's kind of hard to work from a coffee shop because just a lot of chitter chatter, but they hard to concentrate when you're doing electric circuits. But they're a good place. I like them. Good place. So if you're ever in the area, go by and check out the Purgatory coffee shop. I don't get nothing for that. I just promote people, places I like when I can. So again, thank you everybody for being here. So couldn't get it to change the dollar amount. Oh, okay. Well, hey, there's another one. Tracy Broken Wings, coffee and a donut. Definitely. Thank you, Tracy. Appreciate it. Wow. I've got my steady customers from coffee. Free coffee. Okay, Granny. One coat to go. Look people in the eye and smile and think to them that God loves them. There you go. Look, if God didn't love you, he wouldn't have created you. How about that? Just bear that in mind, folks. Hatred comes from this world, the prince of this world, which isn't God right now. It's the other side. But that'll change one day. My youngest is 23 now. Okay, John, yeah, my youngest is 26. And she's younger by 16 years than the oldest. So go figure that one. Been waiting to send you money for a while now. Well, thank you, Tracy Berkenwees. Salute. Jesse Mills. Good to see everybody. We got the thumbs up. Oh, yeah, guys. Give us some thumbs up on the way out. Share my videos, because what new days? Well, thank you. Some more socks. Thank you, New Days. Most appreciative. All right, guys. How many acres are estimated to be available for planting in lawns? 42 million. 42 million acres. And, you know, you could feed 4 people off of a tenth of an acre if you did it right. Guys, there's no excuse for starving in America. And there's no excuse for anybody in the world being poor. To be honest, there's ways to deal with it. Nobody should be poor anywhere. And it doesn't mean we're going to be global warming to make everybody prosperous. What do you need? You need a home. You need to be able to grow your own food. All that can be done. Check out my universal habitat. It don't have to be that fancy, guys. It's a design philosophy. All right. So, wow, guys, y'all made for a great night here. I got some good super chats. That's awesome. Thank y'all so much. I really appreciate y'all. Yeah, it's costing me a lot of money being out here and going back and forth, especially when I'm living not in the build. You know, I don't have a stove or a refrigerator. I got kind of a camp stove. What do you cook on camp stoves? Hot dogs, really. Hey, Drops. Thank you. More gas money. Thank you, Drops. I've spent a lot of money on gas money and just I've been eating too much junk food. And I'm sick of junk food. But, you know, coffee, definitely coffee. Yeah, I run on coffee. So, Lord, guys. All right, guys. Thank y'all so much. Y'all were awesome. Y'all have been amazing tonight. I really appreciate y'all. Thank you so much, every one of y'all, because that helps. Because it's costing me a lot of money out here, and just there's all kind of little unexpected expenses, and just expenses to stay warm. Out here, you can cook a steak. There you go. Well, when I got the fire going, but anyway, guys. So, thank y'all so much. Thank you, everyone. Thank you all. Stay well, Greg. Sickness is no joke. Yeah, I know. I got sick out here on my last trip out, but I got over it. But I had to go get some meds. I mean, it hit me all at once, and I just went to town and got a bunch of zinc and Zambuca or elderberry, and busted it in a couple of days. But wow, it hit me hard. All right. Arnold, all right. Oh, yeah, got it. I think I told you that in a message. Yeah, the Wall Jacks are here. They got here today. Whew, but guys, I got to go. I really seriously got to go. My eyeballs are turning yellow. Alrighty, folks. You should eat more steaks. You're right. I agree. Oh, there's another thing. Oh, my gosh. Real quick, guys. The UN has come out. Oh, my God. There's so many things I want to talk about. The UN has come out and said Americans need to eat less meat. Very little meat. Americans need to let this because it's contributing to global warming because of cow flatulence, blah, 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 blah. But the real studies suggest that methane production in the United States has dropped. Agricultural methane has dropped. And livestock contribute a little bitty small minuscule amount to that. And China is emitting far more methane and more than ever, and their rates are increasing. So nothing we do here is going to make a difference in that world. And besides, that's an over-exaggeration anyway. If cows are such a problem, we should give the environmentalist of the Millennium War to Wild Bill Cody, because he saved the entire universe by killing all them buffalo, if what they're saying is true, which I say it's all bunk. Anyway, yeah, eat beef. Amen, live your life. They're nuts. Exactly. So, no amount of you eating cricket burgers is going to help the world. or Bill Gates fake meat. Let them have their fantasy. I eat beef. Amen. Beef. Amen to that. Exactly, Wise Owl. They're full of it. Eat beef. It's what's for dinner. Beef. Amen to that. Meat. Alrighty, folks. Again, thank you all for being here. Thank you all for watching. I got to go, seriously. I appreciate all y'all. And yeah, there's several things I want to talk about. I got off on tangents. I forgot to bring it up. Anyway, thank you all. And take care. God bless and good night. Greg out.